student from the University of Waterloo, and I'm here today to talk to you about diffusion and osmosis. But before we get into the definition of either of those, I first want to propose a scenario to you. Say you're in the kitchen trying to study for a big test. Well, trying. Your mom's at the stove making dinner, your sister's playing with her toys right next to you, and your dad's playing the hockey game in the next room. There's just no way you're ever going to get any studying done, so you decide to pack up and move to your room. You've moved from an area with too many people to an area with no people in order to find a quiet place to study. Well, congratulations, you've just basically demonstrated what substances do during diffusion. Now, the official definition of diffusion is when a substance, like salt in a solution, moves from an area of high concentration to an area of lower concentration, in search of not a quiet place to study, but equilibrium, where you want to have the same amount of each substance in each area. Now, diffusion also has a cousin, called osmosis, where instead of dealing with any old substance, you're dealing specifically with water, where if you have an area with lots of water and an area with a little bit of water, the water will want to move to the area with a little bit of water in search of, once again, equilibrium. And today we're going to be doing a super simple experiment to visualize osmosis in action. So in order for us to be able to visualize osmosis, we need to be able to see when the water is moving from an area of a lot of water to an area of a little bit of water. And we're going to use an egg to do this. But in order to do this, we first have to get rid of the shell to allow the water to pass in and out of it so we can visualize where the water's going. So in order to get rid of the eggshell, we are going to place the egg inside of our container and then cover it completely with our white vinegar. And if it floats up to the top, that's not a problem. You can just weigh it down with a spoon or a fork, and then we're just going to leave that for anywhere from 2 days to up to a week, and we'll come back and check on it. So it's been a few days since I put the egg in the vinegar, so we're going to take a look at it and see what's happened to it. So as we were hoping, the shell has totally disappeared. It's been completely dissolved by the vinegar in the reaction below, in case you were curious. But I'm more concerned about how the egg looks. Do you think it looks a little bit bigger than when we first put it in the vinegar, when compared to just a normal egg? And if you think it's grown, you'd be totally right. But why is that? Have I been feeding the egg? Or does it maybe have something to do with that osmosis thing we were talking about earlier? So I'm going to give you a minute to think about why the egg has grown. Okay, so if you said that the egg has grown because the water from the vinegar has moved into the egg, you're 100% right. We have just seen osmosis in action. The vinegar has more water in it than is in the egg. So the water is going to move from an area with a lot of water, the vinegar, into an area with less water, the egg. And that is what has caused it to grow so much. But what if I wanted to shrink the egg? How would I do that? We just used a solution that has more water in it than the egg has in it, and that has grown it. Now, should I use a solution that has the same amount of water that the egg has, or should I use a solution that has less water in it than the egg has to try and shrink the egg? And I'll give you a moment to think about that. So if you said that we should be using a solution that has less water than the egg currently has in it, you'd be 100% right. And in our case, the solution we're going to be using is going to be corn syrup. Now what we're going to do is you're going to take your naked egg, and in a clean mug, you're going to place it, and then you're going to cover it completely with the corn syrup. And once again, if it floats to the top, you can just use a spoon to weigh it down. And you don't have to leave this one nearly as long as we did to deshell the egg, somewhere around half an hour to an hour, and you should see the results. Now I've got one here that I did a few hours ago. And when compared to the egg that we had in the vinegar, you can definitely see there is a huge difference. It has shrank a lot. And when compared to our normal egg, it's even still a little bit smaller than its original size. So what has happened is we have had osmosis in reverse occur. The water from the egg has moved into the corn syrup because the corn syrup has less water than the egg had in it. So I hope that you have enjoyed our little lesson here on osmosis.